Hello Sagittarius, welcome to my channel, The Mother Speaks Tarot. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing. My channel is still really new and I just reached 1,000 subscribers, but you know, gotta keep growing. So if you decide to subscribe today, thank you. Thank you to everybody who has subscribed already, everybody who is already my viewer. Thank you so much. I thank you with every single video because I know this channel would not be what it is today without all of you watching. Those of you who are new and don't know, I'm also an author. I'm writing an action adventure love story on Superhero Twin Flames. It's called Perception, the 2 Yet 1, book 1 here. I read book 1 aloud live on Facebook, and I've uploaded all those videos here to YouTube for you to enjoy for free. If you've already read book 1 or watched all those videos, know that book 2 is published and available. These beautiful, well-made paperbacks are available from Kindle Direct Publishing. They're only $15.99 each, plus shipping. If you have Amazon Prime, your shipping will be free. Okay, so welcome back, everybody. This is the spring. I hope you all had a wonderful Easter, and I've got my table decor back to celebrating spring. I got an actual apple house here for the gnome and this little tulip house over here for the fairies. And this is your abundance visual. This little, I'm just so happy to find this for my little fairy village that I've got going here. This little water wheel, if you've got enough water to run a water wheel, you've got abundant water. If you've got abundant water, you got an abundance in just about everything. So that is your abundance visual. Today I'm still going to be using the Forest of Enchantment, or I'm back to using the Forest of Enchantment Tarot by Linnea Weatherstone and illustrated by Marilla Allwood. It's all about fairy tales in the United Kingdom forests, and so that I just love this deck. It's absolutely beautiful. At the end, I'm going to be taking at least 3 cards from the Oracle of the Fairies deck by Karen Kay, artwork by Ginger Kelly, and I'm going to pull you at least 1 card from the Botanical Inspirations deck by Lynn Araujo, and illustrations by the famous Pierre-Joseph Redoute. If I need to clarify, I'm going to use my cute little miniature rider tarot deck that I got through a miracle. If you would like to know the story of that miracle, I made a video on it, and it's the link is in the description box. It's called The Story of My Miracle, February 2021. You can find links to purchase my books in the description box. You can find all the links to watch me reading my book aloud. You can, if you would like a personal reading, I do offer those. The information to contact me, all of that is in the description box below. As a reader, I read minor arcana cards as messages about your free will, and major arcana cards as messages about your divine blueprint. Your divine blueprint is the plan that you made for your life, so that you would encounter and hopefully learn certain lessons of life that, when learned, raise the vibration of your soul. As you go raising the vibration of your soul, lifetime after lifetime, you eventually get to such a high vibration you're able to reach enlightenment. So when we're dealing with your major arcana cards, it is kind of like fate, but not really, because free will can change anything, but they are a very, very important part of your divine blueprint. There are times when we cannot change something or stop something from happening, and those are indicated to me through the Wheel of Fortune, which you don't have. Let's jump in. Okay, so right here at the heart of everything, Sagittarius, you've got the Seeker of Visions in the reverse. This is Prince Charming. The Seekers are the Knights, Visions are Cups. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy here. Now what this prince does is he saw a beautiful lady by a pond, and he has been coming back to this pond or lake for as long as he can remember to try to get her to come back out of the water. And so he plays his lyre here. It's a lyre or a harp, I'm not sure which one, to try to entice her to come back out. However, this is what this is a people card. As a knight card, it does come with a reversal type. This deck doesn't have reversed meanings, but the people cards do have shadow traits, and so I'm going to read you his shadow trait, because that is what's going on right now. And you know, these people that create these decks put a lot of time and energy and thought into the messages in their pictures. And so this is a great way for me, by staying with the books, by staying with the energies that these tarot were made with, I get different messages for everyone. And so that means that's the right message. Okay. So this is the Seeker of Visions in the reverse, and the shadow traits are a seducer, doesn't commit in relationships, unrealistic understanding of love, prone to flights of quixotic fancy, and not grounded in reality. Okay, so this is a player. Okay, this could have been the Knight of Wands. That's the player energy, but this is and since this is cups too, this is love. This is like somebody that you think is Prince Charming, but they're in their shadow energy right now. Okay, so I don't know if they're always in their shadow energy, or they're actually this energy, but they're just like this right now, or perhaps that's just what they are like to you. Okay, so here's the energy that is crossing this Seeker of Visions, and this is the Five of Spells. Spells are wands. That's your energy, fire energy, along with Aries and Leo. Okay, and so this would be the Five of Wands, and it's all about practice makes perfect, is what I kind of named this card. Practice makes perfect. So somebody is practicing. I think that you're trying to manifest. You're trying to use your magic to manifest, but it looks like it's been a little bit messy for you, because that's what's going on here. These young wizards are learning to turn each other into a frog and back. So but it's not. See, practice makes perfect, but it doesn't look perfect when the practice is happening. When the practice is happening, it's pretty messy. Okay, so I feel like you may have been doing some magic or trying to manifest something, but you haven't been doing it perfectly because you are still learning. You don't exactly know what you're doing just yet, okay? And you know, it's just not always pretty. Sometimes you have to, it looks like he's waiting for his turn. It's like it's not his turn to turn back into a human yet or something, you know, or he has to wait for him to try to turn him back into a human. And look at him. He's just like, you know, this is messy. This is messy. I think that you're trying to learn how to manifest, and it has been a little bit messy for you. Okay, maybe what you've been trying to manifest is this prince here. But if he is not the committing kind, then of course there's going to be problems. Like if one of these guys didn't want to be turned into a frog, guess what? You know, who knows? Maybe that guy didn't want to be turned into a frog. You just don't know. So this is why at the root of everything here, you've got the enchanter. Okay, this is the magician. He's in the reverse. This is not your full-on energy right now. You're manifesting it. You're beginning to become the magician. But like I said, right now, you're in an apprentice energy. And like I said, that Spirit is saying, I see you. I see that you're trying to become the magician. I see that you're trying to use your energy to manifest what you want in life. However, you're not the magician yet. Okay, and sometimes when you read the magician in the reverse, that's trickster energy. So maybe you're trying to manifest something, and you think it's one way, but it's not, and you may be fooling yourself. Maybe, you know, the trickster energy. You could be. Well, just keep an eye on that. You're going to know what is. You know, trickster energy works in different ways. People trying to get things over on us, but also us getting things over on us when we trick ourselves into thinking, you know, maybe he's like, oh, well, I'll just learn this in one day. And here he is on his third week. You know what I mean? Okay, so this is the energy that's moving out of your life at this time, and this is the Ace of Challenges. All aces are new beginnings, and so there was a new beginning that that did manifest. That's why this is right side up. It was a triumph. It was a moment of clarity. That's what this is. This is the Ace of Swords, air energy, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy, logic and intellect and clarity of mind. This is the card of Archangel Michael and his protection. And I just think that you had a moment of triumph when you gained some clarity about something. Okay, so, but this moment is over. It's in your recent past. It's moving out of your energy at this time. Now, the next two cards for me as a reader are future cards, okay? So this one, wait a minute, let me do this while I remember. You got earth, air, fire, and water. Okay, so you are working with everything that you need to be the magician, okay? So the magician has to work with earth, air, fire, and water. If he doesn't have all of those elements, he can't manifest correctly. You do have all of your elements going on for you. If you hadn't had any boons or pentacles, I would have said you need to be more grounded, okay? Challenges are air, boons. The only thing that I'm seeing here is there's a clarity of mind that it's on its way out, okay? So this is the one air, which is intellect. This is on its way out. So don't forget to use logic. Don't forget to, that if you're not sure about something, you can't manifest it very well. You have to be very clear-minded. You have to be very decisive, where you know what you want, okay? Anyway, so, okay, so your future card, your first future card up here, you've got this Seven of Boons. Now, while the Seven of, the Boons is the Pentacles, and most of the time that's a card about waiting, about watching your investments grow, about waiting for your life's fruits to ripen. But this is more like the Seven of Cups, where you have options and choices here, and this is saying which door are you going to take, okay? So this is, but there is an energy, like the Seven of Pentacles, where I always tell you to be vigilant, caring for your garden of life, okay? You can't just watch it grow. You have to weed it. You have to get the slugs out and stuff like that. So I think that choosing one of these doors, choosing the correct door, will be like that, will be like adding fertilizer to your energy of life, which fertilizer is an abundance. You know, some people will say, you know what I mean, getting the slugs out of your garden brings, you know, a healthier garden, okay? So choosing one of these doors will do that, will make your garden of life a little bit more healthy, okay? So you're going to have some choices, possibly 7 of them. Okay, and this is definitely happening. This is right side up. It's not just a possibility. But here we've got the unmanifested energy of the 6 of Challenges. And so, oh, okay, then I'm wrong. Everything that I said about this being the only sword energy, and it's on its way out, just, I didn't realize this was the Challenges. I wasn't looking. But this is coming, okay? This is in your future, but it's upside down, so it's unmanifested. The 6 of Swords is all about moving on, you know, going from choppy waters to calmer waters, or, you know, going on a mental journey of discovery. But this is more about, so this little dwarf is in the forest, and she started to get chased by these are magical wolves and magical dwarves and stuff, okay? So while the book the creators of this made it very clear that these are magical wolves, and normally wolves, you know, won't act like this, that, you know, but these are magical wolves and they will eat you up, is what they said. I thought it was kind of cute. But what happened is that she's out in the forest by herself and they started to chase her, so she had to run up a tree. So in a way, she did go from choppy waters to more calmer waters, but she's having to wait. Now she's in a tree, now she's having to wait out the danger. Okay, so I just feel like there may be a point where it's like you may be running right now. Okay, because this is unmanifested. This is not fully manifested. So it's like you're running from the wolves right now. And then when you get up the tree, then it's going to go like this. And then all you have to do is wait until the danger has passed, and then you can go. Okay, so I think that this has something to do also with this choice. There's going to be a choice for you to make. You know, which door do you choose? Which tree is going to save you? Okay. Yep, so this is going to happen first. It just isn't manifested just yet. But it's like no matter what you do, because you're running right now, you're going to have to choose one of these. Okay, so it's almost simultaneous, because this is happening right now, even though it's, you know, upside down, and then you've got to choose the door, and then this will flip. So that's interesting. These cards have never done that for me before. All right, so here is your hope card, and this is the Five of Boons, and this is the whole being out in the cold, the lack mentality energy as well, where your cup is half empty instead of half full. Here's what I think you're hoping for, though. I think you're hoping to not get there. You don't want to be left out in the cold. You don't want to be abandoned as these boys were abandoned by their parents. Okay? Because nobody's going to hope for this. Nobody's going to hope for being in this place of sadness, unless what you're doing is you're hoping that when you look around, you'll see this magical trail of strawberries leading to your true family. Okay? But this is in the reverse. It's not fully manifested. So I feel like maybe your fears, this is your hope card though, okay? So you, I think you're hoping to not be in this energy in the first place. You don't want to be left out in the cold. This is your environment or your state of being right now. There's something very toxic going on here. That, or you could be dealing with a Capricorn. Okay, this is the card of Capricorn. However, I feel like that you may be dealing with something rather toxic. This could be a job that you're not enjoying. This could be some sort of temptation that you know isn't good for you, but you know, it's just so tempting. You know, like maybe the kind of thing, like if you are trying not to gain weight and somebody puts this big banana split in front of you, it's your favorite thing in the whole world. It's kind of like that. You know, you could be being tested right now through temptation. Okay, but this is, he's a liar. He lies to you. He lies that he's good for you, but he's not. Okay? He tells you lies like, there isn't really a rat in my hair, when you can see very clearly, or can you? Can we focus here? Okay, right? You can see very clearly right there, he does have a rat in his hair, but he'll tell you that he doesn't. And then what that does is that makes you feel kind of crazy. You're like, wait a minute, but I see a rat. And he goes, no, you don't. And you see how toxic that is? Okay, so that just sounds a whole hell of a lot like this this seeker. Okay, so this isn't a king. This is a knight energy too. So this isn't even king or queen energy. Now here is your Fear card. Okay, so this is obviously the Hansel and Gretel story. This is the child of boons. Okay, the boons are the pentacles. And let me just go ahead and find him, because he's a people card, and he's got his own traits here. The character traits for him are considerate, cautious, obedient, and well-mannered, quiet, bashful, wants to help, but must be supervised. This is a strange fear card to have. Maybe there is a child in, it could even be an earth sign. Virgo could even be this Capricorn. Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus energy is earth energy, okay? If I'm getting something, hang on. You're afraid that something isn't what you think it is. See, this is temptation. This is related to this. This is exactly what I was saying about how maybe you don't want to gain weight, but somebody puts a giant split in, banana split in front of you. He knows that a house made out of goodies is a different thing. It's very odd. That's what this is. It's like, come on in. Yeah, there isn't a rat in my hair. It's not weird to have a house made out of goodies. There's a motive behind this. I think what you're afraid of, it has nothing to do with the book. I think you're afraid of that you're going to be so naive that you're not going to see danger. You know you have danger in front of you. You know you've got a liar. Why would somebody make an entire house out of goodies that children are attracted to so that they would eat it, so that they would get fatter and they would be killed and eaten? And that's the story of Hansel and Gretel. But good people don't have that kind of imagination to see how far something evil like that can go. They would be like, whoa, it's always shocking. What do you mean that this person was a witch and was eating children? What do you mean they had a rat in their hair when they were telling you that they didn't? Okay? So you know what this is. You're afraid of succumbing to this temptation. Okay? Because then you'll be left out in the cold the way this non-committal player over here is probably doing to you already. Now here we've got the outcome here, and this is the Hanged Man. Okay, so this is a major arcana card. This is a major energy for you to pay attention to here. And just like I did in Aries, I feel the reversal of this. I don't usually read the reversals for this particular deck, but here I see this. You want the enlightenment that comes from this. When the Hanged Man hangs himself, he does it to get a new perspective. That new perspective gives him wisdom. It gives him enlightenment. This is a magician who knew that future generations would need his wisdom, and so what he did is he let himself get covered in sap that became amber, so that one day, see how he ended up head down? One day he's going to be reborn, okay? And he's going to pass down his knowledge and wisdom to these future generations. He's got this magical dragonfly with him. However, when the Hanged Man is in the reverse, it means that you've already done that. You've already been reborn. You've already gotten your enlightenment. And I think that this is what you're going to do. You're going to get your enlightenment because you're, right now you're running from the wolves, and then the enlightenment of which tree to run up gets to you, and you run up the right tree. Here is the tree. You know what I mean? So you're going to have this enlightenment, and maybe you'll even learn enough to flip this energy and learn how to become the magician, full on. So now the underlying energy here, we've got the Eight of Boons, okay, and this is The Eight of Boons is, you know, another card of practice makes perfect. Okay? Yet another card of practice makes perfect. Okay? So this is, she's she's spindling from flax, I think it is, into gold. Okay? And so you see here it didn't work at all. Here it started to get yellow. She did it again and it got more gold. And now she has a full-on gold spindle here, and now she's finally doing it. And this, normally the Eight of Boons is about working hard, putting a lot of work into what you're focused on here, and that's what she's doing. But she's also learning, she's also practicing, and I feel like, since this is upside down and this is the underlying energy, I feel like you've been wanting to do this, you've been wanting to practice make perfect, so that you can actually become this magician. Okay? And I feel like you've had some sort of delay. This is what because that's why it's upside down. But now you're finally going to do it. Now you're finally getting into this practice makes perfect energy so that you can become the magician. I mean, he's a youngster, okay? I mean, look at how old this guy is, okay? It takes time, it takes practice to become the magician, okay? So let's see how much control you have over this situation. I can gauge that by the number of major arcana to minor. And you've got 1 and a 2 and a 3. 3 out of 10 cards means that most of this is in your control, Sagittarius. So it looks like, yeah, so this is pretty much what you want to be, the magician. You want to manifest what you want in your life. You want the wisdom to give to future generations. And you know intuitively that this liar is trying to trip you up, trying to, you know, maybe even take you out. You don't want to be no naive child. You know that that's basically what you are right now. You know that you are in your early stages of becoming a magician, and it's like, but this guy isn't, is he? All right, so let's see what the fairies have to say for you. I think that I don't need to clarify anything here. What do you have to tell Sagittarius, fairies? Cute, sweet little fairies. What's up? At least 3 cards, please. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. May I have 1 more? Thank you. All right. Okay, so you got precious time. The Fairy of Time wants you to experience every moment fully and to make the most of your precious time. Be mindful not to waste others' time either. That's interesting. I don't see much element about time here, so I think that's an extra message. Okay, inner child. The fairies of playfulness remind you to make time to embrace your inner child. Playing keeps us young at heart. Do something silly and fun, but stay safe. Okay, so what I'm hearing is that yes, you want to be this magician, but right now you're still kind of in this young childlike energy here. But instead of feeling playful, you're feeling more like a novice. You're feeling more like at a disadvantage. Take your inner child who is feeling this way, insecure and as a novice, and reintroduce play. Okay, this energy here, where you're afraid that you're going to be taken advantage of somehow, which you are in danger of that. Be wise about that, but don't take it too seriously. Just enjoy your practice. Because look at this. This is, you know, I mean, that's kind of funny. He's like, you know, but they could be laughing about this later, you know. Just be playful. It really gets you through hard times in life. And okay, and divination. Leo just got this as well. Embrace your powers of divination, which are especially strong right now. You have the ability to see your current situation with crystal clear clarity. Okay, well, here you've lost a certain amount of, this is right here, the card of crystal clear clarity. This is the energy that's moving out of your life at this time, okay? So you obviously are kind of confused. You're going to be a little confused up here. That's because you're getting lied to. You're being treated like you're gonna, you know, be taken advantage of here. So remember, you need crystal clear clarity in order to do not in order to do divination, but to manifest what you want in life. But here, I'm going to give you this. Divination is not something to take lightly, okay? There's tarot cards, there's oracle cards, there's pendulums and runes, and, you know, there's a lot of stuff out there. But I want you to know that whenever you do this stuff, this is how I do this. I put my hands together and I say all doors are closed, because when you do divination, you are opening portals, okay? And always ask for only the highest vibrational energies that love you unconditionally, that those be there with you, because otherwise you could let in a lot of stuff. And please, please, please do not use a Ouija board. Every time I get this card for people, I tell them, look, people have just been using those, and it's not the right way, and treating them like toys. I don't know why they're even sold where you buy board games. I just think that that's ridiculous. All it does is, you know, it opens portals, and there's, you know, poltergeists come in because people are doing it the way they're not doing it mindfully. They're not doing it the right way. They're not doing it with a teacher. They're just doing it. And so I just feel like the Ouija board energy, the word Ouija, the Ouija board itself, that pond has been shit in for too long. And it's time for us to just let nature, you know, let's give it 100 years or two before we really want to mess with those Ouija boards again, okay? Because their energy is just jacked up right now by the way they've been mistreated. Now let's see, or misused, okay? Now, let's see what the flower sprites have to say, because that's who I ask for these cards from. There's flower sprites in this deck, and so since these are flowers, I ask the flower sprites for the message from the flowers. All right. Thank you so much. All right, so you got false indigo. Indigo is the color of the brow chakra. This is immersion and intuition. When you reach the end of what you know, of what you should know, you will be at the beginning of what you should sense. Yeah. There's something this boy should know, right? But you're already sensing there's something wrong. So you're on the right track here, Sagittarius. I think that you're going to be fine, okay? So, Khalil Gibran. Okay, let's read that again. When you reach the end of what you should know, you will be at the beginning of what you should sense. Okay? All right, so that's your reading. Don't forget to like and subscribe, hit the bell button, check my books out. Nobody has given me a bad review, and some people have reported spiritual healing after reading the story. So, you know, check out book 1. I am reading it aloud, and it's kind of funny too to watch because I do accents, and I'm not an actress, so it can be kind of funny. But anyway, so that's your reading at this time, Sagittarius. I hope you enjoyed it. See you next time.